Hello, you expected Fraser, didn't you? But it's me, Jim, the store manager of Christchurch. Well, this is more about what's been going on rather than what's going on. So I'm just going to change the format a little bit, Fraser. I hope that's okay. Just going to do a brief video on the journey to be a store manager, and Hannah from Cribs is going to follow this link with a little brief video as well. Just want to talk about the opportunities that are given to us along the way to becoming a store manager. Well, what a journey it's been for me. Started way back in May with the MDP. What a program that is. Something that really sets you up with all the tools and networks needed to succeed. It was great trainers, and also met some awesome people on the course who I'm still in contact with now. So 6 months later, after that course, you get given a store. Within weeks I was given an acting role, which was just amazing. I moved from Region 3 to Region 1 with Jason. Now the first thing that was put into place on that journey was the talent meetings for future store managers that were trialling on Region 1, that was headed by Jason and Abby. Hannah from Cribs and myself were very excited about these meetings and what they could bring to us. These meetings were crucial in our development. We built relationships with Jason and Abby, and also met Hannah, which was just amazing. We had these meetings literally from week 0, week 4, week 8 and week 12, and we all committed to the dates. What did we talk about in these meetings? There was so much to talk about. We talked about 4, 8, 12-week plans in our stores. We discussed PDPs. We got a mentor and a buddy. We also talked about audits and the regional support the regional champions could give us. We could invite anyone to these meetings that's on the journey to a store manager. So in the end there was 2 more that added on to that, so that was really good. You have greater knowledge of the role. I also had a one-to-one from that meeting with Andy Worthington, which was just great, a great insight into K&B. We also met George in Watford and talked about the sign-off and the expectations. So that was just amazing as well, getting George's view on everything and what he expects from us. Definitely think the way forward is these talent meetings and what they bring. They give you so much. So, while all that's going on, you're in your stores, running your stores, and you're thinking about lots and lots of things. Impact on what you're making on the store, the engagement of the colleagues. You look at priorities, the quick wins, and also networking with your peers as well. Evidence of work is massive. That was massive for me. The evidence of actually, this is where I took the store from and to. And just talking about evidence, I'm just going to show you a few pictures from Christchurch store while within that 12-week journey that I've had. The impact that you make with your colleagues is just absolutely awesome. Making that impact straight away is just brilliant, and it's a great feeling, and was really proud of the store and how it was doing within those 12 weeks. Also within those 12 weeks you have visitors to the store, so you can showcase your store. I've had some great visits from Fraser and George which really pumped the colleagues up to just push on even more. So really excited about that. And then at the end of those 12 weeks, you reach your sign-off date where you can really just show off your store to George and Jason and be proud of where you are and where you want to be in the future. Obviously, within that journey, there's a few thank yous. I wouldn't have done it without my peers. It's been great support from them. Whenever I've asked for help, they've been able to do it. So thank you, Region 1. And of course to Jason, who's been a massive support for me since joining the region and setting up these talent meetings and having a great relationship with him and seeing him all the time has just been amazing. So really, I just can't wait for 2018 to work with my team and absolutely smash it and have an amazing year. So now I'm going to hand over to Hannah, who's going to do a brief video as well on her journey. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, so my name is Hannah and I am from Cribs. I've been asked to speak to you about my 12-week sign-off process in becoming a store manager from an ops manager. So I've worked for Wix for just under 10 years and it's probably been one of the biggest steps ever in my career to go from an ops manager to a store manager. And to say I was apprehensive was probably an understatement because nobody really realises how big that step is and how much of a change it makes for you. I was lucky enough to be given the opportunity prior to any course or any formal training, but I did have the best support possible from my regional director, Jason, and all of my peers in Region 1. So I've made really good bonds along the way with them, and they've really pushed me and shown what I can and can't do. I mean, on top of that, Jason started up a store manager of the future training group, which was headed up by him and had the other acting store managers like Jim in that and Abby from HR. I mean, it's a really great tool for us to use as an open forum where we could air the concerns that we might have or vocalise areas that we wanted support in or development in without feeling like we were being judged or that it was a really stupid question to ask that you know you might feel at some point. I mean, we discussed really fantastic things like having managers to mentor us or buddy us. We had key speakers along the way like Andy Heyman to talk about stay safe, and I know Jim spent some time with Andy Worthington. We even had a really great opportunity to sit and talk with George about what he looks for in a great store manager and how a sign-off visits consisted, so that we knew what we were getting ourselves into before that occurred, and so you know we were kind of prepared for it. I mean, I'm lucky enough to see Jason quite frequently, so I know that the support is always there when and if I need it, or to be able to bounce those ideas off when you're sort of thinking, is that really right? I mean, I personally love a bit of structure, so to know that before starting our 4, our 8 and our 12-week reviews were all scheduled out at the beginning was great for me. I mean, the sign-off visit is an opportunity to get your personality out there and really show the passion that you have for what you do. I mean, the sign-off isn't a finishing line that we should strive for. It's a recognition of how far we've come and the starting line for us to push on and go further and really drive what we want to do with our stores. So on that, I've got a couple of pictures of my store here, and hopefully, you know, this has been helpful and you understand everything that we've done.